Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So today I don't really have any new products to review or do a tutorial for you guys, but I am going to be doing a lazy girl tutorial, lazy girl method polygel tutorial using A Siesta clear and white from Makart. Also some of the super cute sequin glitter mix, which is from the December Year Nail Lab box. Make sure you pick that up if you haven't already, because once December is over, it becomes unavailable. I also felt like I wanted to use some of these new stamping plates that I got. I've never used stamping plates or really liked stamping plates, but I did recently get some new ones, so I decided that I would try those out in today's nail set. So moving right into my nail prep, I'm starting by pushing back my cuticles with my cuticle pusher. This is sped up, it is not in real time. In real time, I am doing this very gently and not damaging my cuticles. So when doing this, just make sure you are doing it very gently and do not do it really hard like it's showing in the video. Next, I'm going to take my hand file and just shape up my nails a little bit. This step is optional, but I do like to just shape them up a little bit. I do not normally show my prep routine, but I thought that in today's video, since I'm not doing a product review, I would go ahead and show a little bit of my prep routine. I mean, I pretty much showed my whole prep routine because I don't have a big prep, because I do apply a DIY peel off base coat because I do not keep my nails on. After I am finished filming, I do just pop my nails off and I do not have them last. So now I'm just taking my buffing block and buffing the shine from my nails. By the way, this would be a good prep, but you would also want to apply a primer, a dehydrator, a protein bond. Also, I would recommend taking an e-file and taking a round cuticle bit and cleaning up the cuticles a little bit better if you want the nails to last. Another big step is to apply base coat and not do what I am going to be doing next if you do want the nails to last. If you don't want the nails to last, I recommend applying some cuticle oil to your natural nails, rubbing that in, and then applying a gel top coat and curing for 60 seconds in your nail lamp, and you got a DIY peel off base coat. I totally recommend giving this DIY peel off base coat a try if you have been wanting to try a peel off base coat. It is very easy for me in the end to just pop off my nails. This is not a DIY peel off base coat that I feel like your nails could last at least 1 or 2 days, but I feel like if you would skip the cuticle oil and just apply the top coat, I feel like you could get wear out of the nails and then pop them off pretty easily. But adding the cuticle oil and the top coat does help my nails so it doesn't ruin them, and also so I can pop them off. Now let's move right into the nail set. Like I mentioned, I am going to be doing the lazy girl method. So after my nails were all prepped and cured, I went ahead and sized out my full cover XXL ballerina nail tips from Makart. Most of the products in today's video are from Makart, but I will have everything linked down below. Now for the nail set, I'm going to be going ahead and starting off with my pinky, creating an ombre with A Siesta and the white polygel. Because I am doing the lazy girl method, I do have to do the ombre a little bit different. But to do this, it is very simple and you can still create a ombre using the lazy girl method. To start off my ombre, I placed white in the tip of my nail. I only placed a small amount of polygel because I only want the white polygel to be at the tip of my nail. Then I'm taking my Makart polygel brush and some 91% isopropyl alcohol, using that as my slip solution, and dipping the brush into the slip solution and molding the polygel to the inside of my full cover nail tip. To do this, I am just doing a pat motion and molding the polygel and fading it up to create a simple ombre. I did not really like how my ombres turned out, but I still felt like in the end you could tell that they looked like ombres, and I was trying to get them to be nice ombres, but I am still not the best with ombres. I do want to try the overlay method with ombres though, and just in general, because normally I'm just doing the lazy girl method, but I feel like giving the overlay method would be a little bit of a challenge, but still very fun because I could do some different designs like ombres and see how it turns out doing the overlay method. After I have the polygel mostly molded, I am taking it off of the little nail stand. That way I can flip the nail over and work upside down. That way I can see what is going to be shown once I place this nail on my natural nail. You want to make sure you are doing this before you cure, because what it may look like on the underside is not what it is going to look like on the side that is going to be showing on your nail. So you do want to just make sure you flip your nail over, look at it, and then you're going to want to cure for 60 seconds in your nail lamp, and then you're done with that part for now. I am going to be repeating this same exact thing on another one of my nails, so I am just going to quickly go through this and just show you guys the process of me repeating another ombre using the white at the tip of the nail. Just remember to cure after you have the white molded to the tip of the nail. After I have the tip ombres done on the pinky and middle finger, now I'm just going to start by adding these to my nails, starting off with that pinky ombre. I'm taking the A Siesta Polygel, which I am going to be using at the cuticle area of the nail, placing a small bead of polygel and using my brush to mold an ombre, that nude, into the white polygel. This is very easy to do since you already have the base of the white ombre. Now all you have to do is just fill in the empty space of that nail, creating your finished ombre. After I have that ombre all molded to the inside of the full cover nail tip, I'm just gently pressing it on my natural nail just as a press on and cleaning up any excess polygel around the cuticle area, and then I cured in my nail lamp for 60 seconds on top and 60 seconds underneath, and I'm moving right into the ring finger. So for the ring finger, I'm taking that A Siesta Polygel and applying a small bead of that polygel to the cuticle area, and then fading that down the nail, creating kind of like a ombre. But I really wanted this to be at the cuticle area, but I didn't want it to be like rounded off or anything. I just wanted it to fade down the nail, and that is all I'm doing. This was very easy to do, and you will see why I did this once I have all of the nails on. I took it off the nail stand just to make sure I liked the underside, and of course I didn't, so I went ahead, cleaned that up a little bit, And then I also placed this one on my natural nail as a press on and cured for 60 seconds on top and 60 seconds underneath, but before curing, removing any excess polygel that squeezed out. After that nail was all cured, I'm moving on to my ombre nail. This is the middle finger, and in the end, I did apply this and cure this to my nail, but when I was looking at it before going on to the nail art and all of that, I decided that I wanted to change this nail, and I didn't change the fact that it was an ombre. I just thought that the white, I took it up too far, and I didn't want it to look like that. I felt like it didn't really match the pinky ombre. On the pinky ombre, I had more of the nude, and on the middle finger ombre, I had more of the white. So I went ahead, popped the middle finger off. This was obviously off camera because I didn't feel like you guys needed to watch that process again. But right here, you can see that there is a lot more white, and that will change because I do redo that nail. But now we are going to move right into the gold glitter nail. So I am first starting off by taking my Macart base coat and applying some of that base coat to the inside of this full cover nail, because I am going to be encapsulating some glitters, sequins, and some gold foils. This gold foil is from the October, I believe it's the October Your Nail Lab box, and then these snowflake sequins are from the December box. The October box is no longer available to purchase, but the December box is still available to purchase if you are watching this video in December. So I will have those unboxings linked up in the cards in case you do want to watch them. I will also have the Your Nail Lab link down below, so you can purchase the December box if you are interested in getting that box. I totally recommend getting these boxes. You save so much money by buying these boxes. Plus, they do have two different sizes. They have the regular box and the luxe box. And you can hear more about that if you are interested and go watch the unboxing videos. But getting back to what I am doing here, I'm just taking my tweezers and some of that gold foil and filling it in around the gold and iridescent snowflakes. These snowflakes were a little big, but since I encapsulated this nail with that base coat and then polygel, I was able to get away with it. But I did just take this off the nail stand, that way I could look at the underside. And when I was working in this video, I did feel like I kept going in and out of camera, so I am sorry for that. But all I'm really doing is just taking the gold foil and the snowflake sequins and placing it all over that full cover nail tip. After I did like the placement of the glitter and gold foils, I did just pop this into my lamp to do a quick flash cure of 30 seconds. Now I'm just going to be taking that clear polygel and molding that clear polygel to cover the full cover nail tip, and then I am just going to be applying this onto my index finger and just pressing it down gently, removing any polygel that may squeeze out, and then I'm going to cure for 60 seconds on top and 60 seconds underneath, just to make sure the polygel is fully cured. Off camera, I went ahead and did my thumb, and for my thumb, I did the same exact thing as my ring finger, and then I did do a final cure of 60 on top and 60 underneath, and here are how the nails are looking. Now we are going to do the design on the thumb and the ring finger, so I'm first starting off by taking my lint-free wipe and some isopropyl alcohol and just wiping off these nails to remove any polygel residue and trying to remove the stickiness to try and clean up a little bit and not feel like my fingers are always stuck together. So I'm just going to be taking a small amount of that clear polygel and molding it to the underside of the full cover nail tip. I took a small amount and I'm just using my brush and slip solution and molding it all out, doing a pat motion to just mold that to the inside of the full cover nail tip. But since it is already cured on my nail, I'm just doing it towards the tip of the nail. For the thumb and ring finger, I am going to be creating the very popular Icicle or ice nail. And I absolutely loved how these nails turned out. They were probably my favorite nails in this nail set because I was just so amazed with how well it worked with the polygel. If you have been wanting to try this, definitely go for it. It's so easy, and I'm just taking my saran wrap now, and I used like a drill bit to just like poke it and push it into the saran wrap a little bit better, and this worked a lot easier. I remembered to keep flipping over my nail, that way I could look at the top side, and then once I liked it, I did cure for 60 seconds with the saran wrap on, and that was me taking it off, and here is how the ring finger looked. For my thumb, I was going to be repeating those same exact things using that clear polygel. So I'm just going to let this play out and let you guys watch me create the last ice nail on my thumb. Here was me taking off the saran wrap after the thumbnail was cured, and I was just totally obsessed. But now moving on to the nail art, I'm just taking my lint-free wipe and some isopropyl alcohol and wiping the tops and the undersides of these nails to remove any residue and tackiness from the polygel. And I was loving the nails. I was showing there that I did change the middle finger. Like I mentioned, I wanted to just change that ombre. Before I get into the nail art, I am just going to quickly file. Filing in this method, it is very simple, very easy. All I like to do is clean up around the cuticle area and also clean up the shape of the nails a little bit. And then I also do like to buff. Buffing is like really optional. You do not have to buff at all, but I do just like to buff to remove any residue of polygel that I might not see on the tops of the nails, but that would interfere when I apply my top coat. After I am all finished filing and buffing, I'm just taking my dust brush and wiping away any excess dust, and then I'm going to be taking my Macart top coat and applying my top coat to all of the nails, and then I'm going to cure for 30 seconds in my nail lamp. After the top coat was cured, here how the nails are looking. I was totally obsessed with them. I loved the icicle nails, or the ice nails. I also really liked the ombres. Even though they didn't look the best, I still thought they went really well with the nail set. And for the ombre nails, I was going to be using the stamping plate. I decided that I wanted to do some white snowflakes, so I picked out my white snowflake plate, which is this one. It had some other things on it too, but it had a lot of different snowflakes on it. And really, this is my first time ever stamping. I have never stamped before, but I did just recently get these stamping plates, so I thought I would try it out. And for the first snowflake, I totally botched it. I so badly messed up. So if you do have any tips on stamping, please comment below. I would love stamping because it is so much easier than nail art. It is like nail stickers, but it looks like you drew it a little bit more. So if you do have any tips for nail stamping, please comment below. I would love to read your tips. But I'm just going to let this play out, and do not mind this first snowflake. I thought I would keep it in so you guys could see how badly I failed at my first attempt. But I'm just going to let this play out, and you guys can watch me add some snowflakes to my ombre nail. I really did not show much when I was stamping the snowflakes on. I just was having so many troubles doing this, and I don't even know why, but I did end up doing most of it off camera, but I did do that on my middle and my pinky. And now for the ice nails, I was going to start drawing on some icicles dripping down from the cuticle area. And I really love this. I thought it made the nail set look a little bit fancier and cuter, because of course I had to add some glitter over top. But I did use my Macart #1 nail art brush and the white gel polish, and I just created a line at my cuticle area, and then I drew different lines down, creating the icicle effect. And I'm so sorry for being off camera while doing this. I don't know why I'm always like that, but when I'm doing this, I always feel the need that I have to be so close to my face when I am doing it. So I do apologize, but it is very simple to do. You just take your brush and draw a line at the cuticle area, and then you draw lines down from that. And it is just so simple, you'll see. And then before curing, I will be adding the glitter on top. Here is what the nail is looking like once I have the lines on. Now before curing, I am going to apply some of this very fine white glitter. I'm just going to hold my nail over top of this little dip powder recycler and use a cuticle pusher to just pour the glitter over top of my nail. And then I just cure and brush away any of the excess glitter. And then I did repeat that same exact thing on my thumbnail. Now I did use this Macart Gabby Angelique accent liner because I felt like the nails were looking a little bit plain with only gold on the index finger. So I did take that gold and put a few dots around the ombre and snowflakes just to add a little bit more of a pop of gold throughout the nail set. Here is how the thumb was looking after I did the icicles, and here are how all of the other nails turned out. Now I'm just going to take my cuticle oil pen and apply some cuticle oil to all of the nails and rub that in to nourish my cuticles. After rubbing that in, here are how the nails are looking. I was totally obsessed with how these nails turned out. I loved the ice nails the most. I was just so obsessed with how that looked. It was so stunning, and I definitely want to do that again in another winter nail set. While I was doing this nail set, it was sunny out, but then the next day we got tons of snow, and I was like, yes, my nail spoke and told it to snow. But I love these nails so much. I love the white with the nude and the gold accents. I really wish I would have done another glitter nail because it looked a little bit lonely, but I feel like with that gold accent gel liner, it did bring some other gold into the nail set. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching me create this nail set, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.